What is going on, everyone? Commodore Lads here today, bringing to you guys my live reaction of that Haikyuu manga chapter 370. Now, the chapter's been out for some time. It has been 2 long weeks, guys. We finally have the greatness back in my life. The Haikyuu. Shout out to the Viz, of course, providing chapters week in and week out because they're performing God's work as they should be. Man, these last 2 weeks have been so cruel to me. Like, if it wasn't for the Legend of Heroes just in the background while I've been sick and stuff, I would probably be like, you probably notice like white hair on my head. Like, that's how bad like it's been, like just waiting and stuff in regards to, for the next Haikyuu chapter. Especially after what we got last chapter. Like, how listen, man, you go from ending nationals to everyone having like the dinner to pretty much like everyone just having like what is their final goodbyes, basically the final dinner, seeing Hinata, in tears, knowing that he can't be with them and stuff because he's sick, and then transitioning afterwards to the graduation ceremony and saying goodbye to the third years, and then they're running at the gym and Yachi has longer hair and I see an activity log, and then I switch the damn page and I get a few years later, I get Christ the Redeemer, and I see a boy on a bike saying obrigado, like just so many emotions, man. Like that's all in my head. The last 2 weeks since that chapter came out, I'm at work, I'm trying to do my job and everything, and the only thing in my head is literally Christ the Redeemer just chilling, pose and everything, my boy on the bike and stuff, literally a mirror image of chapter 1. And we're supposed to be getting a color page this week, man. And I'm like so afraid of what's to come. I said I wanted to, talk about something. I said, stay tuned for something. But I said, you know what? Let me at the very least wait until I read the chapter when we come back, so I can kind of, have my thoughts more certain, have it all, constructed, and just, kind of come down to earth a little bit and see how I truly feel on all this. But the only way I'm going to find out is by reading the chapter. So without further ado, enough talking. The greatness is back. Let's get into it, guys. Chapter 370 of the Haikyu. God help me, man. I'm scared for this color page. Oh my God. Yo, hold on. Look, man, I love Kuro, but no, we gotta pull this. We gotta do it. I'm sorry. I love Kuro. I could have pulled the English version. I gotta put the Japanese version. Greatness. Look at my boy. Sporting the cap. He's got the Under Armour deal and everything going on, man. Flexing the muscles. Shorts on. He's at the beach and everything. Look at my guy. As soon as I'm done this, that's gonna be my Abby for a while. I don't care. Look at my God. Looks so cold. It's older Hinata, bro. He's no longer my boy. He's my man's. Oh, chapter 370, Challenger. Let's get into it, man. I've waited too long. Bro. Let's go. Lucy, 2017. Also, skip the year. Okay, because if it was a few years later, because remember, it was in 2013 when we finished up Nationals and stuff. And if it was actually 3 years later, 2016 would have been, during the Rio de Janeiro, the Olympics and stuff. So I guess like a year after. So I'm guessing what's happening is Furudate is going to wait until 2020, which essentially is when the next Olympics are happening in Tokyo. I'm off to a meeting back this evening. Sendai Miyagi Prefecture. Okay, see you. College junior design company intern Itokayachi. My girl's got the long hair and everything. She's tapping away and stuff. And man, she's gonna be a future asset for some company, man, down the line. Look at her, man. In the summer of my first year of high school, I wound up joining a club for a sport I'd never given a second thought to before. The next 2.5 years were a whirlwind of excitement and enthusiasm. In my first year, we made it to the quarterfinal rounds of the national tournament. Oh God, we're getting it's being told from her point of view, from from now and stuff, and going back to the past and stuff. Oh man, I would have loved to seen all this before, but we can't turn the clock like that, man. The Giants of the third year class graduated. New rookies joined the team. We became second years. The next summer, we got as far as the intern high quarterfinals. And there we lost to Date Tech, who punched their ticket to their first national tournament in 11. Inter high qualifier final. They didn't even make it. My brain inside is just like hurting, knowing that thought. They lost in the Inter High qualifier. It says here qualifier finals. The Date Tech, who punched their ticket to their first national tournament in 11 years. They reached the top 16. Oh, that's bittersweet, honestly, man. And come fall, we earned a berth in the spring tournament for the second year in a row. We faced Inarizaki again in round 3. And the Mia twins, now third years, squeaked out the win. My boys over. Look at Keith in the corner. He's like, oh my god. You see old Jiro right there cheering and everything too. But what I would have given to see all this too. But I understand why Furudate must have done what they did, because again, it would have been repetitive and stuff to see all this happen again in the second year, and just. I know people's feelings would be different, so at least like this, you know what, I'm fine with it. And the next year, our third year, we made the spring tournaments a final time, advancing to the semifinals and center court. They switched numbers too. Look at Suki. Hinata got the number 5 instead, and Yamaguchi got number 1, and Kageyama got number 2. You can see because like the hair and stuff. We lost to Itachiyama, placing 3rd in the nation. This is when the gold was already gone. Oh, man. I've been needing, like, some OVAs or something, man. Just at least, like, if we can't get this, like you know, any further than what we're getting right now, for the love of God, man, after the series is done, like, give me, like, actual, like OVAs, man, just to see this stuff happen. You know, like what they do with Prince of Tennis and everything, man. Kageyama-kun was inundated with offers, but he chose to skip college and go straight into the V-League. My boy said, yo, give me that top dollar, baby, let's get it. Playing in the top division, he quickly put eye-popping stats for a teenage rookie. I hear he's planning to try to break into the foreign league soon. 2016, the Rio Olympics. I could be butchering this name, my apologies. I'm Portuguese, but not from Brazil. Maracanzino. Pop. My man's representing Japan. Yo, but Hinata is in Brazil though. So was he watching? I need to know what the hell is going on with my guy. I refuse to believe my man left to go to Brazil to be an Uber driver, man. Ain't no way that's what happened to him. Oh, he's watching on the TV and everything. El Son Time 19 anos. Is it more Spanish than Portuguese though? What the hell? Another service A is fantastic. Tobio Kageyama. He's also 19 years old. Tobio Kageyama. I mean, you know, it could be I could be mixing it up too as well. But it's been so long since I've read in Portuguese. So did he not go any further though? But then it's like makes you wonder why the hell was he in Brazil then? If he's just a watch. Don't tell me he quit the game. But then he could have done the same thing that Little Giant did too. Tsukishima-kun and Yamaguchi-kun and I all went to college. Hinata though, Hinata, please don't die. No, go away, pessimism. And it shows, he sent a text to her right afterwards, you know, showing that he went to Brazil and he's right in front of the Christ the Redeemer. Since early last year, Hinata's been on the far side of the world. Flamengo Beach, Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. So he's playing beach volleyball. Shoyo! You see him afterwards getting up. And smashes right through. Who the hell is he playing with, though, at the moment? Coach. After I graduate, I want to see if I can start training on the beach. The beach? You mean you want to learn beach volleyball? Also, this is when Hinata went in his second year talking with Coach Yukai. So, I don't know, man. So, I don't know. This is like a bitter thing to me because like I would figure that because of his love for volleyball and stuff, and I know obviously, of course, you know the whole thing we learned about the little giant and stuff and everything, right? Like how it didn't work out for him, so he decided to stop playing. But you would think with the amount of heart that this kid had afterwards, right, that he would want to continue beyond and stuff. But if he went for beach volleyball instead, I mean, like it would be just it's still volleyball, but not the competition volleyball we'll love to see from him though. I've been thinking about it ever since I watched the 2-on-2 drills at last year's rookie camp. I need to learn how to do everything too. On the beach, only 2 people have to cover the entire court. It is unheard of for players to make the shift from indoor to beach volleyball, but Hinata is saying he wants to use it only for training. Okay, so he's using it for training at the very least, give him one more shot at glory. I respect it. Just going up to folks playing on the beach and saying, "Hi, mind if I join you?" isn't going to cut it. But is there even anywhere in Japan we can get serious practice in? Guys who can't get anywhere laugh at what other people consider a challenge. Just because someone hasn't done it before doesn't mean it can't be done. He's the old man Yukai right there. Okay, you've got time. Let's explore your options or our options. The beach, huh? Sounds fun. Don't look at me for contacts though. Don't got any. But I do know a guy who might. Oh, he gives his way. Let me ask a few acquaintances of mine. Thanks, sir. So they go around looking over and stuff. Takada and everything. Olympics beach volleyball. Winning teams: Miguel Santos, William Allen from the United States. I guess, okay, they don't have YouTube, they have YouTube. They have YouTube, bro. Poland versus Brazil for the gold medal. You see him looking on afterwards. Kageyama watching from the back. Miyagi Prefecture Rookie Select Training Camp. I did some asking around, but well, there wasn't much. Thank you very much. Yeah, I didn't really suspect there's a guy. Oh, Wasijo. An old alum of ours. He made the jump from indoor over to beach volleyball. Now he's out coaching a junior league indoor team. Aha, I can't say I'm impressed. I'm surprised. You know someone, Coach Washijo. Wonderful. Where is he now? Somewhere nearby? Perhaps outside the prefecture? Rio. He goes, as in Rio de Janeiro. Also, okay, so Lucio Kato, Shiratorizawa Academy 97th graduating class. So I guess that was the guy that we saw on the beach before and stuff. He's like, oi. What? That Rio in Brazil is a generous offer, sir, but I think that might be a little. And my boy said, I'll go. Yo, this is when he was in his second year doing this, though. You see him looking out. First, you graduate. Next, you spend a good year preparing to go. And I mean thoroughly, understood? After that, you'll have 2 years. That's it. Yes, sir. Thank you very much, sir. So, he basically, his whole mission, right now that he's there, of course, prepare more for Tokyo and stuff, because again, the 2020 Olympics and stuff, there's no way he could prepare for what's going on in Rio de Janeiro and stuff. Kageyama obviously making a leap because we already had like him getting selected to the youth camp and stuff and everything, so he had more of a chance. If Hinata had been selected, however, then it would have accelerated the process, but it's going to show like this is like him working even harder than he has to actually feel rewarding to get into that spot playing on the national stage. So at least if we're seeing like this and lead up to what could be like an Olympics arc, man, like oh my god. I have to admit, I'm rather surprised, sir. I was under the impression that your opinion of Hinata-kun was and he's from another school. You ain't wrong. I did figure this wasn't any of my business. Yeah, he's got spine. Yeah, he's got promise. Outside his height. But it ain't got any of my business. He can just go lean on some other guy for help. Hell, he's got that aggravating old Yukai he can go to. He's probably got connections in Tokyo. But you know what? He's still remembering the fist from the comment I gave. I ain't having that. Shoya Hinata's going places. And I'll be damned if I let anyone out there have higher expectations for him than me. You hear me? Character development, bro. Washington went from being the man saying, yo, I'm going to stop everything it can take to allow you to prosper. Now he's like, yo, no one else is going to see this man prosper more than me. In 2017, and then there's my boy right there on the beach. Meditating to himself. Low-key gang signs on him, but he's good to go. They see the timer right there. He gets up and starts running off after Pedoro. Oh, I think he means Pedro. Oh, yeah, it says right there, Pedro. Why is he called Pedoro? Akurodo. Wake up. Hora da hora. Vos aputurazara. You'll be late. Also, wake up. Time for class. You'll be late. Toma café. Want breakfast? No. He has a Pikachu too. Want him to. Because I know in Brazil they're big fans also of Pokemon and stuff over there, and I think he has a poster too for Pokemon, so he might be copping Sword and Shield as far as I know. But shout out to Pedro. That's so crazy, man. My boy's he has a roommate and stuff, but look at this, bro. He's on his own in another country, in another continent, like. Oh, there's all this stuff over there. He has Dragon Ball. If he had One Piece, he would be a good man. But he you know what? That's still my son. We respect it. He's got the DVD though. I don't. You know, the anime is iconic, but the manga. Oh man, thank you for the food. He looks back. Carson High School graduation ceremony. We're about to see like from him and Kageyama their departure. Jack it off. So that's Kageyama. See the swirl? Toop, toop, toop. Yo! Go battle, my boys! He went in, he's like, huh? And he sees Hinata come in, he's like, man, I ain't the same player that I was back then. Graduation. Yo, dude, what I would kill, man, just to see like parts of it at least. But even like this right now, as fine as it is, though. But man, they've grown up, my boys. They're no longer my boys; they're my mans. Like you see them looking at each other after. See you later, Kageyama. Yeah, see you later. And hurry up and cut your hair. You look like a brush. He's like, I was just going to do that, okay? Jeez. Thank you for breakfast. Back later today. He shows him like leaving afterwards. A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. The next chapter drops on November 1st. Oh, man. Such a weird feeling right now in my heart after this chapter. Because, like, we're at the point of no return, man. I don't know if this could be considered, like, the final saga or something. Because, like, you'd have to think so. Like, what now the goal is like, Hinata's going to try and train in beach volleyball, but to help him out, because now he has 2 years left to try and get to, to make the squad basically to go into the 2020 Olympics. Because as far as I know, like qualifying procedures and all that to get into the teams, I know they try and get that done a year prior so that everything sets in stone. They have a year at least to train with the main team and stuff before going off to, the Olympics, or like at least how I view with football, like, when it comes to like the World Cup, the Euros, Champions League, etc. and stuff. So crazy, man. So I mean, it just goes to show like the difference in the two of them and stuff, right? Kageyama obviously had the natural talents. He's played for so many years and stuff, and clearly, him getting into the youth camp meant that there was a chance he's going to play on the national team and stuff a lot quicker. So he got in there and stuff, not just because of talents and stuff, like recognized how good he is. Hinata, on the other hand, like he has to push to like levels that are so unheard of because he lacks in the one area that a lot of people are going to overlook him for, and that's his height. But what he is going to pick up, hopefully in his time in Brazil, will allow us to get to see my guy go back to Japan and, be able to, stand on the same court once again with Kageyama, man. I'm here for this story. Because at the very least, it's going to show you that with hard work, the hard work that you put into yourself, man, the results are going to come. Like, talent alone is not going to do it, man. You got to put the effort in. I'm here for it. For my son has now become a man. And my other son now, he's standing on that stage. He was doing his thing in Rio de Janeiro, but I know for a fact his running mate is someone that he looks forward to seeing again soon. And I hope that the trip in Brazil and stuff's going to do him good, man. But I'm here for it. Great chapter. Awesome chapter for me. I know for some people it's going to be bittersweet and stuff because, things that, we're never going to see in terms of year 2 and year 3. And believe me, I was someone that was an advocate. I was wanting to see the second and third year and see, what Furudate Sensei could do with it. But this dynamic in itself, and, just getting to see the results and stuff too. I mean, like just hearing like Date Tech came out and stopped us in our second year. They stopped Nishinoya, they stopped Tanaka and them from getting back to, to nationals. And then the third year, they go as far as, finishing third, losing out to Itachiyama. But like, and that's without the goats being there, man. But, and Yachi being there. I mean, I still need those two to be together, man. I don't care. Like I'm not someone that goes for ships like this in the series, but Hinata and Yachi, I need to see my boy get off the plane and go see his girl. Plain and simple, man. They have so many times together and everything. He helped her break out, as from being town person B to being the manager for that squad, for those 2.5 years. But yeah, man. This was a great chapter to me. But I'm really curious to know what you guys think down in the comment section below and how you feel about all of this that's going on, because I know, like, for a lot of people, it's either going to make or break the story. For me right now, the potential is definitely going to be here for what could be, an Olympics arc with Hinata, Kageyama, and who knows who else is going to be there, man. We get to see Bokuto, Ushijiba, and Sakuza, and Hoshiyumi. Like, the potential, the Mia twins, bro, the potential is nuts. From what's to come. But yo, like the video if you enjoy, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new here. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below in regards to everything that just transpired in this chapter. What do you expect to go down in terms of like the pacing and how you can see things being taken care of? Do you think that we're in the final saga, which I have to assume that we are? I don't know if this is like the final quote unquote arc, but this is like the start of the arcs that's going to lead up to the final conclusion of the series, which should be the Tokyo 2020 Olympics. And if that ends up being the case, man, Hinata gets his gold medal that he wants so badly. That's what it's about, man. But let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. If you guys are new to the channel, subscribe if you haven't already. Click on the bell, Shandora, stay up to date with everything that goes on the channel. And with that being said, I will catch you guys on November 1st for chapter 371 of not Haikyu Shippuden, the Haikyu Hype. So, Commodore lad, starting off. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, take care. Going crazy, yeah, we go.